go down there. Damn it. It's alright. Go down here and do a U-banger. Welcome back, everyone, and we're back on the CRF, and this is the first time I've ridden it in a few months because she's been in pieces. Spent a bit of time pulling it apart and giving it a good clean, getting in there, giving it a good service. So she's got new wheel bearings, she's got new swing arm bearings. Well, they're not new, but they've all been pulled apart and greased. All the linkages have been pulled apart, cleaned and greased. It's got a brand new shock absorber in the back. Fork oil is brand new in the front. It's got brand new driving lights down there, which will, I don't know, I'll try them out later. New oil. What else? I don't know. I've spent that much time pulling and stuff apart and cleaning it, and she feels fresh, dude. She feels good, like really good. Just feels, I don't know. It'd be interesting to do like one thing at a time and then ride it and then see, because I've just changed everything. So like, I think just the combination of all those small things has made it really fucking awesome. Anyway, today's mission was to go get a chain, which I've got that. A new RK MXU 520. So I'll whack that on. I was going to use this chain that I've got at the moment on, I was going to run it to the Cape. But when I looked at it closely, all the O-rings were coming out of the sides of it. So I was like, well, I don't think that's going to work for me. So get a new one. Anyway, I've got a new camera, lads. I've got a new camera, and I've got the DJI Osmo Action 5. And how's it look? I reckon it's going to look pretty sweet. It's a bit smaller than my old Insta360. I've still got that, and I'll just use that as like a secondary sort of thing. But I reckon she looks bloody awesome. Now I've got to get to North Wagga. I could go up there, but I think this is like a bike path that I'm sure no one will care if I come down here. I'll go under the highway. I mean, it looks like a road, right? So, new camera. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't really mucked around with it. I've literally just put it on, and I just put it on and that was it. And we'll just hit record. So I don't know, I'll see when I get back home if it looks any good. Anyone here? No? Always got to give it a rev, don't you? Here we go, this is where I'm after. Yeah. And I want to go because I want to try out my new drone. That's right, lads, I have lashed out and upgraded some camera gear. So I've got a new oh man, this bike fucking, it goes good. Yeah. So I've got some new camera gear. So I've got a new helmet cam and I've got a new drone to go with it. So hopefully when we do the Cape, get some sick footage of the trip. So I just thought I'd put this video together just to sort of go over a bit of gear prep, bit of a trip rundown, and I'll film sort of like I'll show you what gear I got when I get home. But we leave in 4 weeks and we're going away for 4 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of sort of fitting for it, isn't it? 4 and 4. So she's starting to get real now, and yeah, I don't know, I'm just at that time where you got to have some time off, you know, like work's getting hectic, you're sort of starting to think that your life's sort of just getting too run of the mill, you know, and you kind of got to get out there and suffer for a bit, just fucking experience life on a motorcycle for a bit longer once again. And that's where I'm at, man. I just like have been counting down the days for the last probably 3 months, to be fair, and now we're a month out, and I can honestly say I'm fucking that stoked. I'm just that pumped, dude. I'm fucking pumped. I'm keen, you know. But it's going to be a pretty sick trip. So we're riding all the way from Wagga to Cairns, from Cairns to the tip, and then I don't know, we'll work out if we come home by the coast or go inland. But yeah, enough of that. I reckon here is as good as any. I'll just get my drone out. A bit of a lift, actually. So yeah, still a bit to work out with the drone. I had a bit of a play. I ended up crashing it into a power line, but it still works. Yeah, so I just got to work out. Sometimes it doesn't like recognise the motorbike as like a vehicle to track. So yeah, don't really know what to do about that, but it is what it is. See how we go. Anyway, it'll be good to get some it'd be good just to get different perspective on parts of the trip, you know. So it should be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm just keen to bloody have a bit of a look around out here. It's so green. We've had we didn't have much rain there for a while, and then you know we've got a sort of a heap of it, and now everything like actually looks really nice. Might even get a little water crossing. Oh, not that much rain.
Righto, welcome to the living room. So in front of me is basically a bit of a rundown on the gear that I'm going to take and how I'm going to pack it. So it's a bit of riding gear, a bit of luggage, just sort of goes through some of the essentials. So I'll start over here with my luggage system. So this is the Krieger OS 18 with the dirt bike base. Been pretty good. Obviously had some issues with it melting and stuff like that, but not the bag's fault. Krieger warranty is really good. They've replaced a heap of stuff for me. So yeah, happy days. So I'm going to be running one of those on each side, and I've got a spare to go on the back if I want to run 3 bags, but we'll just sort of see how it all fits together. Just a backpack. I usually just keep all my electronics and batteries and water bladder and stuff in there. It's always good to have first aid kit, bit of water and oil and whatever else in there. It just keeps it out of the way. That's riding gear, so I'll come back to that. But spares, so I always take a tube. Got the Moto Presser pump there. It's like got a wide into the bike, so that's good. Some patch things, for patching tubes. Bit of rope. Obviously I've never used that, but it's always handy to have. And yeah, just a toolkit. So how I develop this is basically when I pull the bike apart or do anything, I just every tool that I use, I just sort of throw in here as I go, and then by the end of it, you sort of have something that's pretty comprehensive. This isn't finished yet. Still got a few things to add, but basically in here, you know, there's sockets, pliers, screwdrivers, spanners, tyre levers and whatnot, so I can get a tyre off with these pretty easily. Cable ties, a spare fuel pump, you know, just random stuff that I think I might need. It's always good to have a bit of wire just to, you know, if you've got a bridge or switch or something like that, it's pretty handy. But yeah, so that'll be different for everyone. But, you know, this can get heavy pretty quick, so I try and be a little bit careful with what I bring, but also, you know, you don't want to be caught without anything. What else I got? Rock straps. These are always good. Tie stuff to the bike. Throw them in. Why not? Sleep gear. So normally I'd run a bivvy. So that's my bivvy. And as you can see, compared to the tent, it's fair bit. The tent's heaps bigger, but I think it's gonna be too hot for the bivvy. So I'll be running a tent. So yeah, that's probably the only thing. Just takes up a heap of room. So it's a little bit annoying, but it's a 2-person tent, and you know, I've had this one for probably 20 years and it's still going strong, so I probably should update it. Sleep mat, sleeping bag, like what do they call it, like a liner, and just a sleeping bag as well, so that should be pretty sweet. And of course, the old Helinox Chair Zero, got to have a bit of comfort at the end of the day. For cooking, normally I try and eat or get food along the way, but I always sort of keep at least a couple of these dehydrated food in there, because, you know, they're easy and, you know, plenty of calories in there if you get stuck somewhere. Bit of tuna, always throw a couple of tins of tuna in there, and then just the old jet boil, then boil some water, and of course like a fork. When it comes to water, bladder pack's pretty good. That just goes in the backpack, and I have in the past used this Cedar Summit sort of water bladder. This is a 6 litre one, which is fairly big, but you can, just gives you the opportunity to fill up and carry a bit more water if you're not going to be near a source. Took that on the desert trip and it was really good. But yeah, so I don't know if I'll use that yet. Electronics. So usually I would take a torch, like just a headlamp. That's pretty good, just a rechargeable one, so it seems to work out. This is my old camera, what I filmed all the other stuff on, but I've got a new one, but I'll still take this just as a secondary. So I've got this one and the one I'm filming on now. Garmin InReach. So yep, if anything happens, I can bring a helicopter. Yeah, new drone and the drone remote, so they'll go, keep them in my backpack, and just a battery bank that I can charge my stuff with, and Garmin navigator. So yeah, that's new, so we'll see how that goes, and the drone, and that's new, so that'll be a bit of fun. Hopefully get some good footage. Righto, so riding gear, let's have a look at that. I always take a couple pairs of gloves, just a road set and MX set. These are just a bit nicer on the road, especially those long highway days. And yeah, then I usually just throw them on when I get there, just fly racing ones. Been converting to the goggle club. So yeah, for those that don't know, I wear glasses, so goggles have never really worked out for me, but I've got contacts now, so I'll just wear goggles with my helmet. So this is my helmet that I use, just the Adventure Hornet, I think it's called. And yeah, mic'd up and everything like that with the camera mount on the front. Yeah, happy days. So gear, obviously just run the, I usually run MX gear, like, or actual just dirt bike gear rather than adventure stuff. So yeah, I've got MX boots. Normally I would run well, let's just go here. So I've got an armoured vest, like an armoured jacket. So yeah, got a back protector, and this is just a Alpine Star ones, but there's plenty of different types you can get. But I find this is pretty good, just offers good protection, and you know, just wear a jersey over the top, and that's it. So yeah, jacket, armoured jacket, whack a jersey on over the top, and then this trip I've got MX pants and some knee guards and whatnot as well. I wore these on the Simpson trip, but I haven't worn them since, because I had these adventure pants with like pads in the knees, but I might go back to these. Anyway, we'll see. And got myself a new jacket as well. So yeah, that should be pretty sweet. And yeah, that's basically it. So there's a few things that's missing. Missing a fuel bladder, which I've got somewhere I have to dig out for a bit of extra fuel. And like obviously, like, you know, rest of the food and water and clothes. So when it comes to clothes, normally I just will take t-shirts, socks, jocks, and I just tuck them in and around everything else in the bags there. And that's it. Yeah, sort of depends where you're going, how long you're going for, depending on the gear you take. But this is pretty much a minimum, you know, like toolkit, electronics, sleeping gear, basic water needs, you know, bit of water and food and clothes, you know, you sort of just modify it to suit. But yeah, so that's it. And I'll get it all on the bike, and yeah, hopefully it all fits. It looks like a fair bit here, but I think it'll pack up pretty well.